Hey there, I'm back, you're back, we're all back here together, and it's time to dive in and start looking at the things that you need to do to prepare yourself to invest in real estate. The first thing you need to do is you need to get yourself ready to invest. And you're doing that now by signing up for this email series. You're working on, you're preparing yourself. You are getting ready to invest. And this is extremely important because if you take this time on the front end, you'll be able to execute much more quickly when you find good deals. And I think there's three areas that you need to get prepared in. You need to get education, you need to get finances, and you need to get time. Those are the three main components of investing in real estate. Number one, education. That's what you're doing right now by this kind of video series, and I'm sure you're looking at a ton of other content, which is great. That's exactly what I did before I pulled the trigger on my first deal. And there's a couple areas of education. Obviously, you need to learn about real estate. You need to learn the mechanics of real estate. When I say the mechanics of real estate, it's like the mechanics of a car, how a car runs, the mechanics of real estate, or how real estate is done, the legal structure. It is a legally binding contract. I think that's probably one of the scariest parts. You put a lot of money on the line, and you're legally bound, and you actually own this thing, and you can't just turn it back in, or there's no return policy on it. It's all on you, and if you mess up, you make a bad call, that's not going to be a good thing. So you need to understand the mechanics of real estate, and that's something that a realtor can help you with, but you need to also, I would recommend maybe taking some basic real estate courses at your local school and college and learn what a contract is, learn what earnest money is, learn what an option period is, learn what real estate inspections look like, talk to home inspectors, learn about real estate as a industry, as a business, and then learn about how real estate grows and how it shrinks, what the real estate cycle means and is, and then what areas are good to invest in your local market. I can't speak to that directly. There's definitely key indicators that you can be looking at, but you need to understand real estate. So dive in deep, get a bunch of books on real estate finance, on real estate, everything. Learn about real estate. You get the point. Number two, finance. I personally do not really espouse this whole idea of no money down real estate investing. I feel like that creates this idea that real estate is something that you can just hop into. It doesn't matter if you have money. You do need some money. Real estate is expensive, so you need to be saving your money to begin investing in real estate. Now, that doesn't mean you need a ton of money. I started with about $15,000, so it's a very manageable, attainable sum, but you do need to have some money. You're gonna be paying for a lot of things in real estate, and you need to get yourself financially prepared to be able to invest in real estate. If you have a lot of debt, consumer debt specifically, I'm not talking about debt that's making you money, that's investing, but consumer debt. If you got a really high credit card balance, it's going to be hard to get loans and talk to banks if you have a lot of debt. So if you have a nice fancy car, maybe it's time to sell that for a period of time, use that money to invest in your real estate business, and then buy the car and then have your real estate pay for your car. It's amazing how it all works. But get yourself financially prepared to feel like you have the mental clarity. Again, if you've got a ton of debt, do you think you're going to feel excited about signing for big notes on real estate deals? That's going to increase your anxiety level, and you're not going to feel excited about this process. So I would try and clear out as much of that debt as possible. Create a lifestyle that's manageable with your current level of income, and you will feel much more excited and much more ready and able to invest in real estate. The third thing you need to get ready in is your time. Real estate takes time, especially when you're starting out. I have spent innumerable hours over the last several years learning about real estate, finding deals, looking at deals, working on deals, managing contractors. It takes time. So if you have an incredibly demanding schedule with either your current job or social outings that you have, or vacations, or your sports league, or whatever it happens to be, you need to figure out where are you going to take and cut out of your day and your schedule to put the time into real estate. Again, if you don't feel like you have any time, you're not going to be pulling the trigger and doing deals. Just like the money thing, just like the education thing. If you don't have education, you don't understand real estate, if you don't have a little bit of money and you don't have any time, you're not going to be ready to invest. This period is extremely important to prepare yourself and be ready to invest. Get educated, figure out your money, and figure out your time, and then you will have laid a foundation on which you can build for every other aspect of real estate investing.